Hello, we will discuss about degree of freedom for various sum of squares. In previous lecture, we discussed about the null hypothesis for treatment and varieties. Here, degree of freedom for various sum of squares are as follows. We have total n observations, and this capital N is equal to hk quantities, that is xij minus x double dot bar, which are subject to one less linear constant, double summation xij minus x double dot bar equal to 0, and this will carry capital N minus 1 degree of freedom. Means total degree of freedom will be n minus 1. Similarly, st small t square, which is the total sum of square for treatment, and this there is k treatment, so its degree of freedom will be based on k minus 1, says summation xi dot bar minus x double dot bar is equal to 0, and sv square, that is sum of square due to variety, and it will be based on h minus 1 degree of freedom, says summation j in bracket x dot j bar minus x double dot bar equal to 0. Similarly, you can find degree of freedom for sum of square due to error, and this is your equal to capital N minus 1 in bracket minus in bracket k minus 1 minus in bracket h minus 1, and after simplifying you will get h minus 1 in one bracket, in another bracket k minus 1 degree of freedom. Thus we see that hk minus 1 is equal to k minus 1 in one bracket plus h minus 1 in another bracket plus h minus 1 in one bracket in another bracket k minus 1. Here we have considered n is equal to hk, and let it be equation number 18. So this is the classification of degree of freedom for various sum of squares. Now we set up test statistic. In order to test the hypothesis HT, that is hypothesis for treatment, and HB, that is hypothesis for varieties, we have the following variance ratios. Ft is equal to small st square upon small se square, where st square and se square are mean sum of squares due to treatment and mean sum of squares due to error, and this follows f distribution with k minus 1 comma h minus 1 into k minus 1 degree of freedom. So this is the test statistics for treatment. Similarly, we will consider the test statistics for varieties. And this is your FV is equal to small sb square upon se square, where sb square is mean sum of square due to varieties, and this follows f distribution with h minus 1 comma h minus 1 k minus 1 degree of freedom. Okay, thus we have considered test statistics for treatments and varieties, and by comparing these values with the tabulated values of f for respective degree of freedom and at certain level of significance, the null hypothesis of various treatment and varieties may be rejected or accepted. If you find the tabulated value of f for given degrees of freedom, and this f tabulated value of f is less than the calculated value of f, then hypothesis is accepted, otherwise rejected. Suppose if f calculated for given degrees of freedom is 4.36 and f tabulated for given degree of freedom is 5.46, we see that f calculated is less than f tabulated. In this case, we will accept our hypothesis which we have set up as null hypothesis. If f calculated is greater than f tabulated, means calculated value is greater than tabulated value, in this case we will reject our null hypothesis. So this is very simple. The above analysis may be presented in the following ANOVA table. So we will draw the diagram for the ANOVA table for two-way classified data, as we have done in one-way analysis of variance. Similarly, we will do for two-way analysis. So we write ANOVA table for two-way classified data, and we have 5 rows and 5 columns. In first rows we write as source of variation sum of squares SS, mean sum of squares MSS, degree of freedom DF, and last variance ratio F. Now source of variation are treatments, varieties, and then error and total, their total. and sum of squares are st square, means sum of square due to treatment, sp square, sum of square due to varieties, and se square, sum of square due to error. And in last, s capital T square, sum of square, total sum of squares. Similarly, we have mean sum of squares, as mean sum of square is obtained by dividing sum of squares irrespective of their degrees of freedom. So small st square upon k minus 1, capital St square upon k minus 1 is equal to small st square, means sum of square due to treatment, mean sum of square due to treatment. And similarly, capital SB square upon h minus 1, this is equal to small sb square, and this is your mean sum of square due to varieties. Similarly, we can have mean sum of squares for error. This is your capital SE square upon h minus 1 into k minus 1. This is your equal to small SE square, means mean sum of square due to error. And degree of freedom r for treatment is k minus 1, and for varieties it is h minus 1, and for the error it is h minus 1 k minus 1, and as a total it is capital N minus 1, and this is nothing but hk minus 1. And in variance ratio table we have ft and fv, and we calculate f, and we observe tabulated value of f for given degrees of freedom, and we compare the result, and after comparing we conclude our result. So this is a very simple and this is very important to way analysis of variance. And one by analysis of variance, 11 marks, generally 11 marks are allotted if for 8 marks questions and for 3 marks questions. And do some examples which is given in your book, you will find it very easy. And while solving some examples, you should consider f value as f is independent of change of origin and scale. By considering the scale as f as independent of change of origin and scale, you will find your solution very easy way. So think about change of origin and scale, and then solve the given example. You will see that you have result in less time. Okay, now we have some note in this regard. For numerical computation of the various sum of squares, the following formula are used. Number 1, total sum of squares, that is denoted as TSS, and this is equal to RSS, means raw sum of squares, minus CF, that is correction factor, and this is equal to double summation xij square minus g square by n, where g is the grand total of the observations and n is the total number of observations. Similarly, treatment sum of squares which is SST is equal to 1 upon H summation I Ti dot square minus correction factor, and this is your equal to 1 upon H summation I Ti dot square minus G square by N. In the similar way, we can find varieties sum of squares, that is SSB, and this is your equal to 1 upon K summation J T dot J square minus correction factor, and this is your equal to 1 upon K summation J T dot J square minus G square by N. And similarly, you can find error sum of squares, and error sum of square, that is SSE, is equal to TSS, that means total sum of squares, minus SST, that means sum of squares due to treatment, and minus SSB, that means sum of squares due to varieties. Thus SSE is equal to TSS minus SST minus SSB. So this is all about your unit 1, and next time, means in coming lecture, we will discuss about the design of experiment. What is the design of experiment, and what are the principles of design of experiment, we will discuss. You know about experiment. Experiment is nothing but getting an answer to the problem under consideration. Means if you want an answer to your problem, then this is called experiment. And design of experiment is based on 3 principles, and this is your replications, randomization, and local control. Replication means repetition of the treatment. If an experiment is repeated more than 1 times over entire field, then this is called replications. Okay. Similarly, randomization, as the name suggests, this is the random allocation of the treatment over the entire field, is called randomization. Suppose you have some fertilizers, and you will put this first fertilizer at random, or random allocation of treatment. Suppose breed of anything, suppose pulse, rice, and etc. The random allocation of different treatment over the entire field is known as randomization. And similarly, third principle is local control. Local control is conducted by reducing the experimental error, and this experimental error is controlled by dividing the heterogeneous field into homogeneous fields. Okay, so we will discuss later about the principle of design of experiment and about design of experiment. So this is all about of today class. Thank you.